Oval Office presser, Fox's Peter Doocy started to ask Musk about a detailed report on his allegedly frequent drug use, including ecstasy and psychedelic mushrooms, to the point where the article says it damaged his bladder.
There is a New York Times report today that accuses you of blurring the line between...
Is the New York Times, is that the same publication that's got a Pulitzer Prize for false reporting on the Russiagate? Is it the same organization?
I gotta check my Pulitzer.
I think it is. I think the judge just ruled against New York Times for their lies about the Russiagate hoax, and that they might have to give back that Pulitzer Prize. That New York Times. Let's move on.
Tommy, that's called deflection. Here is the article on the front page of today's paper. You can see the picture of Elon Musk there. So he decided to talk about something from 5 years ago involving the Pulitzers because he knew that he did not want to answer that question. That's my take. What's yours?
Well, again, I don't know if the New York Times actually produced any real evidence of a so-called drug problem. But again, the left loved Elon Musk, even if he was a billionaire that did mushrooms on the side and maybe a little ketamine. They didn't have a single problem with it. They loved the Teslas. They loved Elon. They loved space flight. They loved all of it. And then he came out as a Trump supporter. And now you've got headline news with everything going on in the country and the world about Elon Musk allegedly maybe doing some mushrooms, maybe a little Adderall. Again, please spare me. This does not impact everyday Americans. It also didn't impact his ability, if he in fact does have a recreational drug issue, to cut $150 billion and recommend even more cuts on behalf of Doge. So again, I know that they're looking for some kind of scandal there, but I think it's a real nothing burger, and I don't think many people, quite frankly, care what Elon Musk does in his personal private time.
Well, Musk has acknowledged using prescription ketamine, and he didn't talk to the Times for the story or his lawyer, but he has since posted on X, "I am not taking drugs. The New York Times was lying their ass off." Hey, I'm just quoting the stuff, folks. So, Laura, just so the audience understands, the court didn't rule on the merits of the New York Times and Washington Post receiving those Pulitzer Prizes in 2018 for coverage of the Russia probe, just rejected the request to delay the case until Donald Trump's out of office. But I'm sure you want to respond to Tommy.
Well, what I want to respond to is my Law and Order colleague saying it's okay when a billionaire does ketamine and has suitcases full of drugs that he totes around while he's cutting veterans' benefits and he's making it harder to get your Social Security check by cutting staffers. I think the challenge is that we carve out a huge loophole when it comes to the rich, and that is consistent. And also, it's sort of remarkable to me that Elon Musk is even criticizing Donald Trump, that he is saying, like, yes, this bill is going to add trillions of dollars to the deficit. But it does not surprise me that Elon Musk was on ketamine while he was running around doing illegal things with Doge and coming up short when it comes to actual savings and actual targeting of waste, fraud, and abuse. So the New York Times has sourced its story, including with digital receipts, as well as multiple sources. I think they said 6. So I'm pretty confident that the reporting is accurate.